Well, it's undeniably political because it really does delve into the relationship between America, the United States of America, and Mexico. Michel's work, I think the reason I respond to it is because he provokes and he delves into issues that a lot of filmmakers wouldn't want to explore. He doesn't say what's right and wrong, but what he does is he provokes thought and discussion. I mean, I think it's incredibly political also because of what's happening right now in the United States, but not just the United States, all over the world. And it was really interesting to play a character like Jennifer, who I couldn't filter her through the lens of my own moral beliefs or political views, because in doing so would have completely changed the character and changed the whole plot of the story. So it was important for me to follow what Michel wanted to say in the film about, I mean, there's so much in the film, even the title Dreams, there's so many aspects to that, but this relationship between the United States and Mexico, and how in some sense they both need each other and have to learn to play fair, I guess.
Us Mexicans, and you would understand it very well, we grew up since we were kids, we're seeing how this relationship between Mexico and the States, it's a complex one where we need each other and we hurt each other and we abuse each other, and one country, I gotta say, sorry, it's on top of the other. We're sensitive to it as Mexicans, and we sympathize with the millions of Mexicans, of our brothers that are living there, trying to, making the States a better place on a daily basis and being mistreated often. Do I believe in the American dream? I would say not anymore, but let's not forget that America was built with immigrants. And that's what, Statue of Liberty and all those, let's not forget where it all started. And we believe in empathy, and the reason I'm a very positive person, even if people after watching my films can believe otherwise. But the fact that we are asking questions and wanting to have this conversation that the film opens proves how positive we are about searching the empathy that can, it's the only way to make things better. Yeah.
I think what was really important for me was to be able to have a character that was entirely human, with its flaws and also with its excitement and drive and dreams and hope for life and all these things. I think that's what made this character so interesting for me. So I wouldn't dare to give a definite understanding of the character or his actions. It's just a good reminder that everybody shares humanity and the good and the bad is shared by all, not only by immigrants.
Yeah, I would echo that. I think the first way you erase someone's humanity is to erase their missteps and their mistakes. I mean, for years I've advocated for really complex female roles, because for years, especially in the United States, female characters really were just like the supporting wife, or almost like a martyr or a saint. And I've kind of made it my desire to play characters who make a lot of mistakes, make a lot of missteps. I don't care if they're likable or palatable, but I want people to talk about it. And I want it to feel real and human. And we're all capable of so many things. Great, healthy, wonderful, beautiful things, and horrible, destructive behavior. So I loved that Michel, with these characters, he didn't make anyone a saint. He made them human.
For me, I'll make it brief because I'm not part of the Hollywood system at all. I write, direct, and produce my own movies. I'm very lucky to work with Jessica, who's one of the best, if not the best actress in the world. I said it before, and I mean it. But I call the shots, luckily, so we enjoy all the freedom. And we've done this before. We called each other talking about what we're going to shoot tomorrow, and we suddenly change everything around because we understand each other and we don't have to call anyone to make sure that, you know, we do what we want. And that's not Hollywood, unless you think otherwise. But you're Hollywood.
I'm Hollywood?
Oh, you're also Hollywood.
I'm New York.
You're everything. You're a stage actress.
How do I see myself in I could say, how do I see myself in the industry? I think when I started in the industry, it's quite different how I navigate myself now, because I have my own production company. I'm very involved with the collaborations and the filmmakers that I want to work with and the stories that I want to amplify. I feel like I have a lot of, I don't want to say control, but I do feel like I have agency in the stories that I choose to tell, and I don't feel like I need to please anyone. I mean, I prefer not to please anyone because I think it's more exciting and more interesting. So I'm definitely more rebellious than I was in the very beginning. I think, you know, when I was here 14 years ago, I was so scared and so nervous and wondering if people would like me or if I get thrown out of the industry or, you know. And now I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to do what I want, and maybe I'll make people mad, and maybe it's great if I make people mad. My characters do anyway. So, yeah. I'm much happier now.
Ballet and dance in Mexico was not popular at all, like was non-existent until Isaac became this massive star. And so I saw a show for 10,000 people where he was dancing. And right there I said, this is the guy, you know. We met that night and I told him, I'm doing this film with Jessica Chastain. I can write dance into it because it'll make it a lot better. And I felt that something was missing. I called Jessica, I told her, and you said, but he's not an actor. I said, no, but he'll be fine, you know. I'll throw any Mexican. Yeah, you said you trust me, and you do. That I enjoy the trust of all these people. That's how I work, and then I take full credit at the end.